Outflanking can be used to push the enemy king away through king maneuvers. Imagine that white wants to take control of the square e8, where the black king is currently residing. Black's goal will be to prevent white from reaching e8. White needs to maintain the opposition for now, until it stands on the e-file in front of the square it wants to reach. White moved to a light square, according to the opposition box rule. Let's say black moved sideways to a dark square, wanting to be as close as possible to the square it is guarding. White can go either to d2 or e1, keeping the opposition box rule. Regardless of black's answer, white will be ready to meet the move with an appropriate response. A. If the black king moves to e8, a light square, white will also move to the only available light square on the e-file, which is e2 in that case, keeping the opposition. B. If the black king moves to e7, a dark square, white will also move to a dark square on the e-file, either e1 or e3, keeping the opposition. We should probably go to e3 to get closer to the enemy king and the target square. C. If the black king moves somewhere else, that means it is playing unreasonably, as it was supposed to guard e8. We can also move anywhere keeping the opposition box, just closer to e8, keeping the opposition of course. Let's say black chooses the best option and comes forward to meet and block the white king. White's response is to go to a square of the same color, keeping the opposition. Now the kings are standing on the same file. Black chose to march forward, so it does not have the opposition here. Black moves forward. White pushes forward with the opposition, same color as the black king. Black goes sideways. Now the outflanking will take place. White has moved to the opposite side of the file. White has given up the opposition it had all this time, but it will regain it in a moment. Let's see it with the file highlighted. As you can see, white has moved to the side of the file it is pursuing, in a different direction than black did. Now black will either stay on the right side of the file, allowing white step by step to reach d8, or it must block the path by going back to the e-file. The problem is that if it goes back to the e-file, it will lose the opposition it just gained. But black has no choice, otherwise e8 will be controlled by the white king. Now the white king regains the opposition, and will again push the black king aside. This time the black king goes left. The white king goes to the other side and gets closer to the target. Black retreats again to the square it was supposed to guard. White moves with the opposition against it. Black needs to step aside. White has fulfilled its objective. It now controls the e8 square. If it had a passed pawn on the e-file, it would be able to escort it to promotion there. Now try it yourself at kappaendgames.com. Full lesson link is in the description.